Last week on Overtime.
As far as like movies and plots and themes, I don't think there was a lot of movies back then was talking about conspiracies in a grand way that of like how people are kind of like hip to them now. Got the whole 27 Club. So for her 27th birthday, she went ahead and had an Eyes Wide Shut themed party. As you can see,
The Freemason
off break.
on there.
Yeah, black and gold. Got the pyramid down there. It's a circle within a circle. I don't know how many candles that is. How many right here? Quavo, he signed the contract and it say Migos, and he got the gun right there. Takeoff standing right next to RIP. And this is like 2 seconds after this jump.
Damn, Takeoff.
Last post on IG, the song that was playing was
yeah,
Playboy Cardi, Stop Breathing.
Yep. It's like eerie when shit like this happens, or it's
yeah, because they be speaking that shit into their lives.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, Biggie had a whole album.
Put it out in
Life
the universe,
Death,
you know,
Ready to Die. In the universe, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No,
what day did this happen?
This
was yesterday, right?
A couple days ago, right? A day or two ago.
No, this happened yesterday.
Yesterday.
Early morning yesterday. Actually, no, November 1st is All Saints Day. And I think All Souls Day is today, November 2nd.
Man, don't be trying to tell me this man was a sacrifice or something.
I'm just saying this is you know. Yeah. But you know, that resembles the black cube of Saturn, black and gold.
It's some interesting things swirling around the making of that movie. It's by Stanley Kubrick, one of the greatest.
He didn't miss in his whole career. He didn't miss.
Yeah. What did he say? He died 6 days after film, or I'm sorry, not filming it, but showcasing it to Warner Brothers before releasing it.
And they cut about 45 minutes out of the runtime.
Seen it run. I think they're trying to compare maybe Epstein to.
There are a lot of. Here's a connection. You just said Epstein.
Yeah.
Stanley Kubrick had that movie called Lolita, right? Where you know, an older gentleman had a relationship with a younger, minor woman, right?
That movie was wild.
Right. Now, Jeffrey Epstein had his airplane, his private jet, where he'd take all these, you know, celebrities or politicians down to Little St. James's Island in the Caribbean. Was called the Lolita Express. But you see the checkerboard floors and all that right there. And okay, if you go to Doja Cat's, one of her last videos that she did with The Weeknd, you got the checkerboard floors. She's a Libra. Shout out to Libras too. Cruz and Nicole Kidman, and they were married at this time, right? So I don't know if y'all
in real life.
Yeah, this has ties back again to the whole Epstein blackmail trafficking aspect, because I don't know if y'all know, but Nicole Kidman's father, anybody know,
is black.
No,
it's Steve Harvey.
Dr. Anthony Kidman was accused of being in a satanic cult that was trafficking children in Australia.
Interesting.
What?
He was a part of a pedophile ring, and he fled before the heat was come down. I think he fled to Singapore, and then he eventually died.
True player.
Or somebody took him out before he started spilling the beans. People that was coming forward, and they used to like do like super wild rituals in the woods and shit with you know, children. And to this day,
Bohemian folks.
Yeah, exactly. But Bohemian is also the ritual of, you know,
Mm-hmm.
politicians,
Yep.
celebrities, and all alike, just like this shit
Mm-hmm.
here. So it's like, why does Kubrick choose her? You know what I mean? And if you see this,
Ah,
yeah, and if you see this picture right here, she did this shit for Vogue. That's a butterfly, right? And butterfly is part of that whole Monarch program and shit. They always do like butterfly imagery.
monarch moth. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Because she has like a familiar feel of what it's like to
Uh-huh.
be
Mhm.
in that type of realm, so it comes off more natural.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
wanna know if when
Cruz initially became acquainted with the religion in the 1980s through his first wife, Mimi Rogers, whose
oh
father,
See,
wow.
Bill Spickler,
yeah,
used to be a
see,
prominent member of the organization.
Wow. He been in that joint and then he do this movie. So
His me-
they was the perfect two to do it.
exactly. So he Kubrick employed these people based off their past.
Right. That's what it sound like to me.
Yeah,
hmm
I want to know what was in that extra 45 minutes of footage.
right.
They got your boy killed in 6 days. Well, maybe not killed, but you know.
Or maybe they tried to sign up for this movie. Kidman and Cruz signed up for this movie, and they were telling people what was
Watch.
exactly in it
They was
because they
watching.
said no,
They
like
was
they
watching your boy reporting.
yeah, exactly. They were spies, like other celebrities are spies.
Mm-hmm.
Who that started the whole Scientology, you know, religion, or even if you can even call that shit that, because that shit's like based off like fictional writing. But the people that started shit, it was like L. Ron Hubbard, and L. Ron Hubbard was like a student of Jack Parsons, and then Jack Parsons was a student of Aleister Crowley. So it's like
Hmm.
that shit comes from like a dark angle.
A cult.
Yeah,
Demonic.
a cult angle. So him once again, Tom Cruise being in a cult movie kind of aligns because you're in Scientology, and that shit has a cult um foundation and shit. Tom Cruise divorced every wife at like 33 years old or some shit like that.
what?
Really?
Yeah,
How
let
many?
me
He
look
had
that up.
what? 3 wives?
Yeah, let me fact check that. All three of Tom Cruise marriages ended when the wife was 33.
Dang.
And like swooned by these two like British girls. And you know, I mean, there's like they had to mention we met at Rockefeller Plaza right there, right? And all right, so
Hmm.
one of these girls, I think the one on the left, her name is like something Windsor. So she's part of the Windsor family, one of them royals, the elite.
That movie was about high society, a peak behind
Exactly.
the
Aristocrats
curtain.
and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the whole House of Windsor. How I date all the way back up to
Elizabeth on there.
he had last minute to find like a cloak and a mask to go to this
Mm-hmm.
elite party. And he knocked on this guy's door right here on the left. And this was her daughter right here on the right, who was supposed to be underage once again, you know what I mean? Trafficking and shit. And she was fooling around with two like Chinese executives in his shop. So, and I also think he was part of the
Wow.
plan too.
Cuz got the helm over there with the beak on the right.
Yep. And then right next to him is the was that like the sun
It
rays?
look like it. Yeah.
And that was a recurring theme in this movie. You can see it behind them right here.
Children of the Sun.
But also, this movie was shot during Christmas, right? And we had the whole episode on Christmas and what it means, the whole Saturnalia,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
which goes back to the cube of Saturn, which goes back to Doja Cat's cake. And Saturnalia was a Roman tradition during the time of Christmas where there was gift giving, presents, drinking, ham,
Going around.
I'm sure.
Everyone was merry.
Human sacrifices, orgies, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Kids, all
Hmm.
that. He changed it just because he
Yep.
was like, hey guys, it's a bit
It's kind of
salty.
weird.
So Christmas.
Even for us.
Mhm.
And we just walked into it like gift. We get gift. Oh shit! I love this day. I love it. I love
That would have
it.
been me exactly. That would
I
have been me
love it.
exactly.
Cake, the whole 27 Club. You know,
Do we
who's
have
part of
any?
the
Do
whole
we have any? You have anything? Yeah, I was about to ask. You got anything else on the 27 Club? I never heard of the 27 Club. It's just when you
27
turn
Club is
27.
yeah. 27 Club is
Oh, they did.
yeah, astrology and shit like that. Like I think you're like it's your Saturn return is when you hit 27. So that goes back to Saturn.
Hmm.
How was Takeoff?
Hmm?
Nothing.
Takeoff was 28.
Damn.
But they said Saturn returns like between like 27 and like 29 and a quarter, some shit like that. The 27 Club and the Saturn return. Was that Jim Morrison? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the dude from the Doors, right?
Janis Joplin.
Hmm.
Fun fact about Janis Joplin: her manager was Paul Rothschild.
That's
A
weird.
Rothschild, huh?
Right. So this is her little makeup. You see her hands and her eye. Like this is makeup, but she's acting like
She's in a
she's
fight or
been
something.
beat up, or you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know if you remember.
Is it makeup though?
It could be makeup covering up something. But a while back, right, there was like a trend going on where you can see that a lot of figures in politics are part of this Black Eye Club, from the Pope to the president. And this is obviously nobody else.
How the hell the Pope get a black eye? Who hit the Pope?
Shit, right? It's like, how do they get all them fucking access to all them cameras? And then like, even if like y'all there and y'all know like what happened, the people that you know what I mean was active in that situation, like you can tell by the angles whose phones were that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how they get that shit that quick?
Right, pulled up on you.
TMZ ranks higher than the police.
Yeah.
Mockingbird Media.
Who on TMZ? You tell me.
Harvey.
I am a lawyer.
Homeland Security have been meeting with Twitter and Facebook on a monthly basis to discuss, you know what I mean, what they and what they're not filtering
Big shit.
through your timeline. In the 2020 election, the government flagged numerous posts as suspicious, many of which were taken down, documents cited in the Missouri Attorney General's lawsuit disclosed. And a 2021 report by the Election Integrity Partnership at Stanford University found that nearly of 4,800 flag items, technology platforms took action on 35%, either removing labeling or soft blocking speech, meaning the users were only able to view content after bypassing a warning screen. The research was done in consultation with CISA, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. I don't even know, like, that was the thing. Prior to the 2020 election, tech companies including Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Discord, Wikipedia, Microsoft, LinkedIn, Verizon Media met on a monthly basis with the FBI, CISA, and other government representatives. According to NBC News, the meetings were part of an initiative
Highlight that shit.
still ongoing between the private sector and government to discuss how firms will handle misinformation during the election. Now, they're in bed with these motherfuckers. So your government is private sector. Private sector is your government.
Yeah.